hours, the manager over there, they pay them very less money. So she feel very bad, very scared, and besides that, they always have some soldiers coming and ask for, because they are refugee, right? If they need help, they have to give them money.
The America ရောက်တဲ့အခါကျတော့လွတ်လပ်မှုလည်းရတယ်စားဖို့နေအားလုံးအဆင်ပြေတယ်လို့ဒါပေမဲ့အခက်အခဲတစ်ခုတော့ရှိပါတယ်လို့အခုစကားမတတ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မလို့ဆေးခန်းသွားတဲ့အခါမှာဖြစ်စေရုံးသွားတဲ့အခါမှာဖြစ်စေဒီလူဒီတဲ့ဆက်ပြီးမှသွားလာတဲ့အခါမှာဖြစ်စေဒီအလုပ်ရှာတဲ့အခါမှာဖြစ်စေဒီစကားမတတ်တဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မလို့အခက်အခဲအနေငယ်ကျွန်မအထူးရပါတယ်လို့
Okay, when right now she's in United States, the only difficulty is like she can't speak English. So she can talk, and then when she needs medication, it's very hard for her to get help.
အခုဆရာထောင်းကလည်းလာတီပြီးမှကျမတို့ကိုတပတ်ကိုနိုင်ဝက်တင်တဲ့ခါမှာကျမတို့အခုစီမှာခက်ခဲတဲ့ခါမှာနိုင်ဝန်နဲ့ခေါ်တတ်ပြီးရင်ကိုနေတဲ့ကိုရဲ့ extract ကိုလည်းပြောတတ်ပြီးမှဒီလီမုန်တိုင်းလာဘယ်လိုပြင်ဆင်ရမယ်ဆိုတာလည်းကျမတို့လုပ်တတ်ပြီးရင်စိတ်ဒုက္ခရောက်တဲ့အခါဘယ်လိုထွေးပေါက်ရှိလဲဆိုတာလည်းကျမတို့ရပြီးဘတ်စကနဲ့တွားလာတတ်ဖို့တော့ကျမတို့ရလာပါပြီလို့
She has joined the senior class, and under the supervision of Mr. Chuan, she learned how to take the bus. She knows how to prepare for hurricane coming, and she knows how to call 911 if they need help. So she's very happy.
ဒါပေမဲ့လို့ဒီမှာတတိရောက်လာတဲ့အားလုံးကိုကျွန်မဒီခုတောင်းခံချင်ပါတယ်လို့ဒီလောက်ကြီးလေးနဲ့တော့ကျွန်မတို့ကဒီအမေရိကန်နိုင်ငံမှာဆက်လက်ပြီးမှနေထိုင်ဖို့ဆိုမှကျမတို့ခက်ခဲတယ်လို့ဒါကြောင့်မလို့ဒီနေရာတကလူဒီနဲ့ပေါင်းတင်းနေမှာအလုပ်ရှာတတ်ဖို့တွာလာတတ်ဖို့ပြောဆိုဖို့အလုပ်လုပ်စကိုင်စားတော့ဖို့နဲ့စတော့ဖို့အခုအချိန်တူပြီးမှနေဒီစကားကိုတတ်အောင်လာတင်ပေးနိုင်လို့ရှိရင်လာတင်ပေးပါဆိုမှတခုကျမမေတ္တာရက်ခံပြီးမှတောင်းဆိုချင်ပါတယ်လို့
She said we are offering like one class a week to teach them like English and everything. So she's asking if more people can have time to teach them English, they will be like have a better chance to get job and to stay happy here. Thank you. You say thank you.
So that was some of the experiences that we have working with the seniors. Next time we're going to introduce Sarah Todd, who is actually one of our program staff. She works in the school systems, and some of the kids that she works with are from Burmese background.
Actually, I have some questions about wanting to ask direct questions to the refugees, so I'm going to cut my scoop very short. I'm Sarah Todd. I'm actually just finished my MSW at the GCSW, Graduate College of Social Work. My interest in when I was in school was actually in the macro level and meso level. And so along the way, I was able to get a hold of the actual communities, the Burmese community that was in Houston. Since I've been with this agency under youth program, we have a few programs that actually sort of answers to some of the needs for the communities. We have a school-based program, and that school-based program it's a funded program from Hog Foundations with the goal of going into the school, providing a positive youth development curriculum to the student, to the refugees youth from Burma and from Bhutan, and then along the way we help assess but we seek in, we help the kids learn about acculturations, identity, and letting them understand their potential, their youth, their potential. Besides the school-based program, we also have a community-based program where we actually go out to the apartments. For instance, we go out to Los Arcos, and then we go to St. Cloud. I see some of you shaking your head, so I guess you guys work with that particular populations. And then beside that, we also have a really active mentoring programs where we have professionals from the communities. And these are volunteers that would have up to 2 mentees. And with the mentees, the mentors are spending at least 6 hours a month. We also have like engagement activities, family engagement activities, and events where they can actually help them with the acculturation process. Yeah. So here.
So I know some of you may have some questions for community members, so we'll reserve some time at the end for that. Next up, I want to invite Sri Maya to the front so that she can talk about her work with the Bhutanese senior.
Hi, my name is Srimaya Gung. I'm an LPC intern. I'm from Nepal, and the Bhutanese refugees that I work with, they are ethnic Nepalese, so we speak the same language. Let me talk about the senior groups that I've been doing. I've been doing the senior groups with Bhutanese refugees since April of 2011. And I have 2 groups, one at St. Cloud and one at Los Arcos. And we have the groups once a week. And like Tuan said, their needs are basically the same. English is the #1 need, access to medical care, and then transportation. They are really focused on learning English. So it's the same, the expectations, mental health care is very foreign to them. So if you ask them, like, about depression, do you feel depressed? They will have no idea. You hear a lot of somatic complaints, headache, tired, I can't do this, I'm sick, I can't go to work, a lot of that. But if you talk to them, we talk in a group about their experiences, and they've been through a lot of traumatic experiences. I'm going to talk about that, how they became refugees and what they went through during the resettlement process. Okay, I'm going to cover where Bhutan is located and where the camps in Nepal were located, the historical background, what led to them being refugees, and the resettlement process in Nepal, in the camps, and then in the United States. Okay, this is the map of the world. That's Nepal right there, and Bhutan is right there, and India, China is on the north, so that's the physical location. And that's a map of Bhutan. The Bhutanese refugees, they were ethnically classified as Lotsampas, and that means the Southerners. And I talked to my group members, and when I asked them, some of them didn't know what those were. So I then talked to other members that said that was the term they used to identify them, the Bhutanese, the original Bhutanese people, and it was kind of not a good term, it was how they classified them. Those are the Southerners, they came from Nepal, and they're kind of like immigrants from. And that's a map of Nepal. That's where the refugees camp, Eastern Nepal, that's where the refugees camps were set up. They had the United Nations High Commissioner on Refugees. They had 7 camps set up in Nepal. Historical background. The Bhutanese refugees, as I said, are the descendants of Nepalese migrants that settled in the southern Bhutan in the late 1890s. They were originally recruited by the government of Bhutan to clear the jungles, meaning they were brought in to do the farm work and agricultural stuff. They made up 45% of the Bhutan's population, ethnically classified as the Lhotshampas, people from the south. Majority of the Lhotshampas are Hindus, versus the rest of the country. Bhutan is a Buddhist country. And that was one of the, we'll see that that was one of the reasons that they were removed from the country. In 1958, the Bhutan government had a Citizenship Act, and they granted the Lhotshampas, the Bhutanese, right to Bhutanese citizenship. And every citizen was issued what they called a land tax receipt that was a proof that they were the citizens of Bhutan. From 1958 to 1988, the Bhutanese government introduced integration programs and incentives for intermarriage between the Lhotshampas and the other ethnic groups of Bhutan. And that's where the problem started when they were asked to get married to the original people from Bhutan, and a lot of they kind of rebelled that because they wanted to stay connected to their Nepalese culture. In 1988, census was done only in the southern part of Bhutan, and they were asked to produce the land tax receipt.